right, so welcome to our monthly Let's Talk About Our Mental Health here on Mental Intimacy Magazine. We're trying to get our guest host and guest co-host on here, which is Ashley, is mommy. Gosh, it's been so long since her and I talked. So here we go. Mommy says bad words. So we're having like challenging issues today for this, but
having issues.
yeah, so but it's
Story is my
okay.
life.
It's okay. It's meant to be. That's I mean, if we didn't have these issues, we wouldn't be so popular.
That's true. You nailed it.
Oh my gosh. So again, happy Saturday, everyone. We're still in the month of October, and as Ashley and I promised, we were going to bring in at least once a month that we come in here and talk about, have an open discussion about mental health. And we are definitely glad that you guys are here. We want to know how you've been for the past 30 days. If you want to share, definitely. But let me start. I am April Banks, and this is Mental Intimacy Magazine podcast. And this podcast is here for you to talk about mental health. We continuously say that it's a stigma within any community, but more so in the Black community, that we tend to have this issue and have an issue with having this discussion. So I have a wonderful pal that's here with me, and it's Ashley, but you guys see her as Mommy Says Bad Words too. So I enjoy having her on here as a co-host with me as we do this monthly. Definitely, if you feel like you want to be on here with Ashley and I once a month, send me an email, and then we will get you scheduled on. As we would love to hear how you're coping within the 30 days, and also make sure you subscribe to this YouTube, and it's all under the same umbrella. Mental Intimacy Magazine. Subscribe. I've been having a long Saturday here,
I
ma'am.
know, me too.
I've been dealing with trying to get a kid for student service hours to as soon as I move my computer, it logs me out to having struggling mental difficulties, and then but you're here, and then we had our just stressful moment. Like people don't be understanding what goes behind the scenes. But go ahead, Ash. I want you to
Oh,
talk about
no.
yourself real quick.
No,
Yeah.
I just woke up like half an hour ago from a nap too, because I got home from kickboxing and I was so tired because I wake up at 7:30 in the morning to get there.
Oh man.
I
Well, we
was
were
like,
both up. We were
I'm
both up at
funny.
7:30. Yeah.
Yeah, I wake up at 7:30 every Saturday, and I'm not. Yeah,
Oh no. Yeah. No. See, I wake up every. I think after being in the military, it makes me wake up even earlier in the morning.
that's.
So I don't know what sleeping in is.
I don't either. I haven't really had slept in since I had a child 8 years ago, so I don't.
Yeah,
Does it
I don't
exist?
know. I don't know how that is. So how have you been for the past 30 days? We can take time and take parts in it, and we can discuss how you've been, and then I can go and see how, we can talk about how mine has been. So you want to dive into it. First, they don't know who you are because somebody may be new.
It's
Okay, so
true.
you got to kind of introduce yourself every time we come on here. So you
See,
go
I'm
ahead.
not awake yet. My brain's like, oh, like I didn't even switch my name to have it be my real name. I just put my moniker on there because that's typically what everybody knows me as, is mommy says bad words. I am
Mm-hmm.
actually Ashley. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
I'm not just an Instagram account. And
No.
I apologize if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. They're freaking out right now.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's stuff we can't handle. That's
I
that's
mean,
there's nothing we can do about that. And it
oh,
is
well,
what it is.
the
All
last
right.
30 days have been, ugh,
Oh
ugh.
gosh. Oh no.
It's my, well, and if you've listened before, you know that I've got PTSD or OCD stemming from PTSD, and it
Mhm.
has been. I know I told you this privately. It has been out of control.
Mhm.
Hi, Kat. That's my girl right there.
Hi. I thank you for popping in before you had breakfast. We appreciate it. Make sure you share this. We want people to kind of understand what we're trying to do here every 30 days. We want to, have your moment. You can definitely come in and shine and, share the wealth as Ashley and I do every 30 days. Oh, mommy says
Whatever
bad
you want to
words.
call me.
Yeah. So definitely thank you for popping in. We appreciate you.
Thanks, baby girl. That's my little Kiwi. She's from New Zealand.
Oh, hello, New Zealand. I
I
need to
know.
get my passport together. You taking friends?
Right? Yeah, I already told her, like, if I come visit, I'm staying with you and your family. Just FYI, like, you're gonna have a Guido in your house for a while. Just
It's
and
okay.
like,
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so go ahead.
everybody needs a little Italian in their life.
Hey, look. I think after watching, because I know we was talking about how we was going to start introducing new shows after watching Inmate to Roommate.
I
I
still
think.
haven't watched that.
Oh no,
I forgot.
Bill is my Guido. Okay, because him and I talk sidebar once in a while if I see him on Twitter. So that's funny to say. But okay, so go ahead. Tell us about what happened. You said your OCD kicked in. You had a flare up. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what to label it. I'm gonna close my door. My dogs are freaking out downstairs.
It's okay. I'm still trying to get my camera together.
I don't know what's. I had an appointment with my psychiatrist the other day because I see her every 6 weeks,
Okay.
and we always check in and like, how's everything? How's the rest of your health? Have you been sick? And I was just like, my OCD's been out of control. And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, what do you mean? And I said, it's just been consuming, I guess, is the only word I can think of that would be appropriate. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's mine manifests in cleaning and organizing and having like a routine, which
Mm-hmm.
I guess is a really good way for it to be interpreted because it could be, I mean, it is self destructive sometimes, but it could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Like giving away
it,
all your shit.
oh, I like stuff way too much. I like material things. I'll admit it. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
Or
I'm
not
the
sorry.
opposite
I'm not giving
OCD.
my shit away. As I look at my wall of purses, I'm like, I'm not giving shit away. You guys gonna be
Oh
angry.
no, not the purses. I'm talking about
Hell
like
no.
I just gave away a couch. Okay, I was just like this couch. I'm just tired of looking at it. My OCD kicked in. I was like, shit has to go. So yeah, I had a
Oh,
moment.
do you mind like let's rip the room apart and reorganize it?
Me too. Oh my god, that
I
too.
hate it.
Okay, this is your 30 days. We're going in.
Oh, like it's done that. I spent 3 hours in my daughter's room, ripping everything apart and reorganizing it with her. To be fair, it was a mess, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we needed to dig that deep and like reorganize and recategorize everything. But
Mm-hmm.
like once I started, there was no stopping. Like my brain was like, you better finish this shit. So
Yeah.
3 hours later, I
Oh my
finished that.
gosh.
I
So
know.
so how did so okay, so like I'm listening in on your 30 days, right? Because again, both you and I have the same, like pretty much the same stuff
I know.
going on, and how it's some I don't know what it is, but I feel like um we have to complete the job.
Because it'll gnaw at you if you don't. It's like this, like
I
I
don't get
feel
it.
like I feel like it's a little rat. Like, okay, back in the medieval days, one of the forms of torture would be that they strap a rat to you, and
What?
then it'll eventually eat through you because
Okay.
it's trying to tunnel out. And I feel like that's what it is. Like I've got a little rat here, and it's gonna gnaw at me, and gnaw at me, and gnaw at me unless I finish my task. So I finish them.
It's true. I sit here and I be like, oh, okay. Like my office, I've been trying to do it over and over. You see, I got my little board up here now, and I'm
It
like,
looks
oh
great.
shit, now you can see the tapes. And I got to figure out how to get, the OCD kicks in. It's like, my tape. Everybody's gonna see the tape. But now y'all want to see the tape. Fuck
Mhm.
it. I don't care today. Okay. Because this is the first time we've been on live since I've transitioned my office. And
No,
I
it
understand.
looks good.
You're like, yeah, okay, thank you. So, I mean, it's the feng shui of it all. It's to appease you guys
It
and
makes you feel better too. Like it's just completing that task. And who doesn't like a nice, organized, clean space?
but then it gets dirty again.
I know. And then you have to start all over, but it's just a vicious cycle. It keeps going.
uh,
So when it doesn't do that, it's like little rituals.
yes.
And the only two that I really have are my skincare routine, which is a good ritual to have, especially when you're in your 30s or older.
Uh-huh.
I don't even want to think about the older part.
Oh, please don't.
No,
My
because
birthday's coming up. I don't want to discuss it.
we're gonna have a party. We're gonna have
Yes,
a
this would be the perfect
party.
place.
Do a virtual birthday party. That's what I
Hey.
did for my birthday this year on my channel.
Oh my gosh, why not? I mean, let's hook that up. I can see that celebration going. Let's celebrate.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from the skincare routine, I mean but it's stupid. It's to the point where if I skip a step, I will redo the whole thing. It's not like, ah, whatever, I skipped a step. It's like, no, you start over from square one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Because you
then
feel like you're missing something. It's the OCD part.
I know it's so annoying. Like, I think that's one of the only good routines to have. So I'm like, all right. And even my psychiatrist agreed. She's like, well, that's okay. If you have to redo it, like it's not self-destructive. You're fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, it kind of way it is because, like, when you think about it, it's like you could have been doing something else with your time, but instead you're sitting here rewashing because you feel like you skipped a step. And I'm the same way. Like, I don't. I have this. I first of all, I didn't have like a skin routine because I was just like, I don't. All these products and stuff is just out of control, and I'm like, I don't know what to use. So I would just use the moisture wipes and just keep it going. But then I started using the product, and then it's like, okay, it's a step by step by step. And then the
Mm-hmm.
OCD kicks in because you're doing step by step, and it's like, well, wait a minute, I don't have any more of the cotton things to just put on my face. So it's like I don't want to use a tissue. So how do you? So it's like it's just too much going on when
Oh,
you're
I
trying to
know.
figure out like, okay, well, damn, how am I supposed to do this? The tissue's not going to use this, so I'm using a makeup thing to try to. It was a. Let's just say, yeah, I'm not a good person with regimens. I try, the OCD kicks in, and then I'm like, fuck it, I can't do it. I can't. It's just
I'm
too
so
much.
good with regimens because it's just like that. Ooh, it's organized and it's tidy, and you do it every day, and it's. I think she was just like, it's a skincare routine. You're fine.
Yeah.
But what really is getting bad
Right. See.
is what?
No, I'm saying right. See, I understand. Like, yeah.
Yeah. The only one that's getting annoying is when I go to kickboxing, I have a spin, and it's so stupid. Like, I feel dumb saying it, but I have a specific bag. I'm all the way in the back because I do a slightly different workout than everybody does.
Hmm.
Like, my coaches give me extra things. So, like, for every 100 punches they do, I do 200. For every one kick they do, I do 10 on each side. So I don't
Hmm.
necessarily follow what they're teaching. So I just keep in the back and they let me do whatever the hell I want.
Hmm.
But I like don't want to go anywhere else. There could be like 5 of us in the whole studio,
Yeah.
and if somebody else goes to my bag, it's going to ruin my whole time. And like
Yeah.
I made friends there. So my friends are like, that's my bag. But I feel like with me, like I get there at least 20 minutes early so I can stretch, but it's also to ensure that my bag is going to be open.
Oh my goodness
But it's
gracious.
so stupid. It will literally, like, even getting ready to go, I have it step by step. Like I get my hand wraps and then I put my towel in there and then I fill up my water jug,
Hmm.
and then I get my stuff and I put them in my sports bag and go there and do all this stuff. But it's just like I was late the other day because I had collectively spent like almost 6 hours at the nail salon.
Wait a
It
minute.
was
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
it
How
was
do you
it was ugh,
how do you
it
spend
was
6 hours at a nail salon?
a new girl taking 4 hours to do a new set, screwing it up, then
Mhm.
going to a salon at random and spending an hour and a half there
Waiting.
for them to fix the fuck ups. It was a bad day the other day. It was not good.
Well,
But
this month is they have OCD month, so maybe that's probably why it's kicked in so bad. Because this
wait,
month is mental health, mental illness, World Mental Illness Awareness Month. So of course your OCD kicked in.
right. It's only fitting that it would do that. But I was going to be like really late for class. And, I text my coaches and, you know, me and my friends, like, if we're going to be there and one of us is there already, it's like, save my bag. So I'm like, all right, we'll save my bag. And all I kept thinking, like, as I was driving there, I'm like flooring it, like, nobody better take my bag.
Right.
Because for me, it's like it ruins my whole experience. Like, I've got my routine, I've got my spot in the corner.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it just, but I told her, I said, it's really annoying that it has to be that way. Like, it's the dumbest thing. But my brain is like, you have to have consistency. You
Yeah.
have to be at this
Yeah.
bag at
Yeah.
this time, and you
Yeah.
have to do these steps. And I said, I said, I don't want to be on another medication, but I think that it's time to put me on something because this is just, it's too much.
Yeah, I understand too, because it feels like when you don't do it the way that, again, the way that you're supposed to do it, like in our minds is the way that we're supposed to do it,
Ridiculous.
then it kind of disrupts everything. So it's like, okay, I have this schedule and it's supposed to go this way. And then it's like that monkey wrench that comes in, and then you're turning around like,
Uh-huh.
so that was not supposed to happen. Now I'm not in the mood to do it because that's not what I was waiting for or looking for, or I'm just not, just annoyed. And it takes away what you really were trying to do. For instance, like I was saying, I was trying to get on here. I was trying to, first of all, I've been running around for the past since 9:30 this morning doing community service hours to doing an interview for kids, and then I got to do something after this podcast to go for another kid, and so
Goodness.
It's like, well, wait a minute, I got my podcast to do. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to set up, and I had switched off computers with my youngest, and his computer is touchscreen. So as soon as I just tap a little corner, I was going out. And I was like, I'm about to lose motivation here of
Oh,
logging in, because as soon as I got to the corner, I was in the StreamYard ready to go, and it was like corner, tap, close. I was like, and then it started flickering. Like it was just like doing this, and I was like, oh
oh
my god.
no.
So I had to restart the computer, and then I'm like, okay. Then I cut it off again. I was like, you know what? And then your issue came about, and I was like, what is going on? It makes you just
I
all
know.
these different hiccups, because we foresee things like to be in a order, and then when that monkey wrench just comes in, we're just
It
like,
ruins everything.
I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to go. I don't want to play.
I
I don't
know.
want to do it. It just takes out the whole excitement of it all. So
It's
it's
annoying.
challenging. It's definitely
Yeah.
challenging to deal with. So we're going to learn how to take a commercial break. We're going to run our promo, well, for Mental Intimacy, and then we guys will be right back. So make sure you guys share, please, on Twitter. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. You can use our names and follow us that way. But we're going to come right back after we see how you can be a part of Mental Intimacy Magazine. All right, so we're back. Okay, so Ash,
Yes, ma'am.
ah, I had a
Yeah.
headache. I had a headache before. Oh, we even got the logo up. Hey, okay, now look, man, we really in business. We had to take a break because we needed her to come and get her own logos together. So,
Sorry, my mini me walked in the room and I have to kick her out.
oh no, it's okay. Look,
Go. Get your
yeah,
butt out of here.
she's like, no, I need to be a part
Thank
of
you,
this.
ma'am.
My mental
Yeah,
health is
basically, she like threw
important.
her arms around me. She's like, "Mommy," and I'm like, the mic's muted, and she just gave me a look like, "Oh, great."
She said her
She just
mental health is important. She wants to be a part of the conversation. Come on
Oh,
in.
she always does. Every time I'm live, she has to be on. If I'm on doing a YouTube, she's got to like pop her head in here. I'm like, "Hi, mommy." I'm like, "They already think you're cute. Go sit down."
Oh, I love it though. I love it. So, how has social media been nowadays? I feel like me personally, especially especially with me doing this magazine, I feel like because we're here to talk about like just open discussion. Um I feel like a lot of people tend to use individuals a lot when it comes down to trying to build something. So if
Oh
you're
yeah.
trying to build, I feel like people are more receptive to utilizing. Remember, I hope you've been using that word no, because we facilitated that last month. But um, I think I'm in that space where I need to learn how to be like, no, because I need to see that you're promoting me just as much as I'm promoting you. And then we're both winning. But when I see that people feel like I need to promote them more and I'm doing them more, then it's like,
Fuck
I
that.
don't really feel like we're doing this together.
No,
So,
they're definitely willing to exploit you because they're like, "Oh, you're new. You don't really know, the game." And that happened to me when I first started with social media. And now I've been around so long, I can smell it from a mile away. I'm like, "You go fuck off."
oh yeah, hell yeah. On this platform, hell yeah. But on my other platform, oh no, I have yeah. That one has over 200. Okay, this one right here only has 200. And so I think people see, oh, okay, this is new, and let me see what I can get off of it. But sometimes
Hmm.
it's just like, no, I'm not new. I have a different page. But even if you're not new, I feel like people still just try to use you.
Hmm.
It's just like, okay, well, you have this. So let me see. Can you do this? And it's like, I had my mom had to talk to me the other day and was like, look, you have to stop letting people use you. So I'm back to square one when I'm telling you to use the word no and educate you with using the word no. And here I am like,
No.
okay, I'm starting to see the same signs that I've seen before and why I took a break from social media. So I have to back up and kind of change the way that I flow and move around. So that's what I've been seeing the past couple of days. And it's kind of been kind of frustrating in a way because, I think people like us or, that's in the mental illness world, mental health community, we take things very personal, and I don't think people understand that.
Yeah, we
We're
do.
not regular smuggler folks. Okay, we have
Nope.
additional requirements and needs,
We're
which is
special.
we're very, we're very special. But it's like at the end of the day, like I think sometimes people take that for granted. Like, okay, yeah, I know you have an issue, and then they just use it, right? But then it's like you're left sitting here feeling soaking and saddened and distraught and feeling used all over again. So, how do you think I should work it out?
Take a break from social media.
I
That's what I've had to
can't
do.
take a break. I got this that we need. We
I
need
know.
this. We need this.
I've been taking a hiatus because my account got disabled yet again for without warning, and I have
Yeah.
not been able to get it back.
Yeah.
And I'm just to the point where I'm like, you know what? I've been enjoying real world so much that I don't really care if I post
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh,
Like two
yeah.
years ago, oh my God, the whole world would have crumbled. Like that was my worst fear was losing my account and my
Mm-hmm.
follower account going down because oh my God, you have to have followers.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. No.
And
No.
now after 3 years, I'm just like, I don't care. I'll have 700 people. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, and it's not about see me. That's what I learned about after with me having one page and having this one. I don't worry about the numbers because I just want to inform people, and as long as I'm informing people of things, then I'm good. I'm not a numbers person. Like maybe on my other page more so because I'm like, okay,
Harley,
this
go.
this more of a blogger's page. But on here, I'm more of trying to educate you than to, or not so much educate, but just give you information. Like I want you to know that other celebrities have the same issues you do. Because
Mhm.
we all feel like we're by ourselves at times, and so I
Yep.
like to put a spin on it and not have it so much as like my mom would say, a statistical issue when it comes down to the magazine, but more of like, hey, look, go check out this show. They may have this same issue. Or like the movie, like that movie from Lifetime, the Carrie movie that I watched. Oh my God. Like the lady was felt like she first of all, it was a Lifetime movie, first of all. Lifetime, I love Lifetime. Shout out to
Oh,
Lifetime.
I can't
But
stand them.
it was the Carrie Farver movie that happened 2 weeks ago, and the lady. I don't know if you watched it, but I had posted it on my Instagram because it's relatable in the sense of people having issues. The person that was murdered had bipolar issues, and the family thought it was her
Mm,
issue. Her family thought maybe she went missing again because she had other mental health issues, but it was actually the other person that had the mental health issues. So sometimes a
oh,
lot of things that I
awful.
post aren't for it's more of relatable content than it is to be like, I want you to take this medication and do this and that. I want you to enjoy it. So when I think of numbers, I don't think of numbers too much on that page. But it's just more trying to have people, and I feel like you're using them, or not them, you using them, but you being used by others. So I think I'm trying to still work on that piece right there. That's pretty heavy.
It's hard. I know. I just don't care anymore. I think I'm at the point where it's like nobody can use me because I've already been used so much that now I'm just like, man, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, yeah, fuck it. Yeah. No, one
Yeah.
hundred percent. 100%. And I got to that point. I'm like, fuck it. Trust me, I'm like, fuck it, really. But that's like, you know what? I need to make a shirt like that and just be like, fuck it, really. Like just really fuck
I'll
it.
design one for you.
oh,
Got
oh my
you.
gosh. Fuck it, really. And then on the back
That's,
is like, really. But
yeah, that's really
honestly,
what it is. It's fuck
yeah.
it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, but definitely, it's just sad to see because a lot of people take social media and they run with it. But go
Yeah.
outside and work in the yard, people. Go start holiday shopping and getting ready for the holidays. So speaking of
Go.
holidays, what are you about to do for the holidays? How are you
Mm,
coping with the holidays?
I hate holidays. I'm such a grump when it comes to them.
No.
I don't. Halloween's my favorite holiday and the only one I like truly enjoy.
Oh no.
So we're taking little mini me out to trick or treating with her friends,
Hmm.
which we do every year. So that'll be that. Thanksgiving, it's always just my parents, my husband, myself, and my daughter because we're the only ones that live in the same state. Everybody else is like my other siblings are scattered.
Yeah.
So the same thing for Christmas. It's always the five of us.
Mm.
So it's always low key. Like my mom and I trade off. Like if I cook, like this year I'm cooking Thanksgiving, so she'll cook Christmas. And last year it was she did Thanksgiving, I cooked Christmas.
Hmm.
So we alternate. So this year I have to cook Thanksgiving, which is so fun.
Oh, see, I can hear the trigger already with it. Like
I
the,
hate how I
the
don't I don't know what it is about holidays. It's like they used to be super chaotic back when I lived in Connecticut because my husband and I would go to like five different places because we got to go
yeah.
to his parents, we had to go to my sisters, we have to
Hmm.
go to my aunts, we have to go to this set of cousins, and it was,
Hmm.
and I used to just dream about having a nice, quiet, like relaxing holiday. Now that I
Hmm.
have one, I'm like, this is fucking boring.
Right. So
Like I kind of miss the chaos.
it's no hype to it. The hype is gone if you're a kid. It's like it's not what it used to be. When you were dating, it was like I'm bringing this guy, and it's not what it used to be. Now everything is just seemed like it's just all ball together. But I know around this time it becomes a financial burden for a lot of people. So I have a podcast and I want to actually drop soon about that because we tend to get go into debt trying
Yeah.
to do this whole holiday thing. So do you put yourself on a budget?
No.
Oh,
And nope. My husband got a new job and he's making significantly more than he used to. So
oh,
now,
summer already? Jesus.
oh yeah, they're opposite of us for
Oh
um
wow.
weather seasons. There we go. That's the word.
Oh goodness. So do you get to celebrate the same as us with the holidays? That's
Some
kind
of
of
theirs is
wild.
some of hers is different. We were talking about this the other day. Her Halloween is the same as us, but
Okay.
like Thanksgiving is different. I don't know about Christmas. I'm
Oh,
sure
wow.
she told me at some point, and my brain is just like dirt, 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 dirt.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so back to the money thing. So you say you don't have like do you just go all out with, with holidays. There's no budget.
I mean, I don't. I try not to spend a lot of money, but
Mhm.
we spoil our child. Like, I mean, she's the only kid, and she gets spoiled. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she's spoiled. She's not a brat, but she's definitely spoiled. So I like to get
Mm.
her as many things as I can that she
Mhm.
would like, and then I like to surprise my husband with at least a few things every year because he's just one of those, I don't want a present, I don't care.
Right,
Because the
right.
thing is, he's like, I don't want anything, and I'm over here like, I want this and this
Mhm.
and this and that. So
Mhm.
like, I buy myself presents all the time,
Well, I
and
mean, yeah, I mean I think we do it as moms. But I have that guilty pleasure thing though when it comes down to purchasing stuff as a mom. Like I'll get in there like my oldest now is like I'll pick up something I'm like, oh, it's cute, and it's like bargain price, and I'm like, I don't want to get it.
I
He's like,
I
no,
always
you're
make
going to get it.
sure if we're in a place where she's got everything and her needs are taken care of, and obviously our needs are, and
Mhm.
then there's like wiggle room, and I see
Yeah,
something, I'm like, okay, we're good. But if I don't, I try not to do it too often because I feel guilty. Like my husband
yeah,
never buys anything for himself because he'd rather me and our daughter have something than him.
yeah,
Where I'm the opposite. I'm just like, well, I'd rather you have something than me. So
yeah,
that's when I end up surprising him on Christmas. But
yeah.
I mean, before, yeah, the financial thing totally used to stress me out.
Oh my goodness.
Totally used to.
Yeah, you got to listen to that podcast because I'm going to drop it um probably on the 1st of November or before then, probably the 31st, and trick or treat y'all asses with that because
Trick or treat, here's the
trick or
podcast.
treat, here's a podcast to tell you not to spend all your damn money because I know that's what y'all about to do. You about to be credit card in debt and everything, and you just finally, like, I'm finally feeling like I'm getting myself together. It's like you get on that horse, and then as soon as you get on that horse, is you get knocked off because something else is coming up. Like I feel like we have to purchase a new refrigerator. I'm like, you gotta buy a new refrigerator. You gotta buy a new
Oh,
refrigerator. And I already told you I just threw out the damn the damn couch. I told you like you just so like the indicators are right. Like from when I've been reading and researching, it's like when people start giving away their prized possessions, there's something wrong. No, that shit just had to go. It wasn't the prize was
there was nothing wrong. We're not getting rid of our worldly possessions. Just the
no, no,
couch.
it's not like I'm giving my car away. It's not like I'm giving my computer. No, that shit just had to go. Okay, it was raggedy smaggedy. You know, because
Fuck the couch.
yeah, like when we have OCD, it's like it has this, and every time I walk past it, it says hi to me, and I'm tired of it saying hi. So I
I
just
don't
need
want
to
it staring at me anymore. Leave it alone.
throw it away. Put it out. Somebody else can use it. You know,
Somebody
it's
else
just like
needs
with the
it.
clothes. Like throw it away. So don't. I don't. I
Oh,
put
I
myself
donate everything.
yeah, see, I've been doing that too. You know,
I
I do that
donate
with
everything.
the kids' clothes, but they donated to each other because mine's, still going down the chain from 19 to 18 to 11. So, and they're all boys, thank God. Don't have to worry about just going out there like, hey, let me get this. But it's like, oh, it's the season now, and I was like, nope, you guys are going to be on this type of budget this year. I mean, even though I've been putting myself on a budget, I think I've been doing pretty good with it. But I don't feel like I'm not in the mood. It's not a grouch, but I just don't feel like spending no money.
Um,
Mm.
I'm doing some this year. I'm getting tattoos for Christmas rather than
Oh,
physical items because I was like, well, last year I bought myself like a couple of Coach bags, and I'm like, do
oh,
I need more purses?
oh,
No. Do I need more shoes? No. I mean, yes, because it's shoes and everybody, you can't have enough, but
no,
no, like, because if I want those things, I usually just buy them at random.
yeah,
So
yeah.
this time I was like, well, let's get something permanent. So I'm getting 3 tattoos done in the beginning of December that my husband does not know about. Sorry,
Oh
honey.
Lord, he knows. Hey,
He doesn't know what
hubby.
my Christmas present is because he'll always ask. He's like, "What are you getting yourself this year?"
Oh,
And
nice.
I'm just gonna be like, "Well, something permanent now."
Oh well, now he knows because you. This is live. So if you go back and
Sorry,
share
honey.
it, he's definitely gonna know. And she's getting tattoos.
And that's one because I'm there and I'm like, you know what? It's like the grocery store. You're not just going there for one thing. You're gonna go in there and be like, fuck it, let's just get a couple, bang it out.
Oh
So
my
I'm like,
goodness.
oh, I
So
they're
wait a
just
minute. So wait, well, let's take a commercial break because I want to know: is it very therapeutic? Because a lot of I watch these
yes.
shows. Wait a minute. We're gonna come right back. Let's see how you guys can also be a part of Mental Intimacy magazine, and we're gonna hear how therapeutic it is. I mean, because I have tattoos, so we'll be right back. Okay, Ash, these tattoos, they therapeutic or not?
I love the pain. I
Oh
love
no,
the tattoo shop is one of my happy places. I don't know what it is, but I really like the smell.
the
And people
smell.
I do. And like you go in there and it smells kind of like a hospital because of all the disinfectant, but there's something about the smell and there's something about the atmosphere that just makes me feel like warm and fuzzy and
You know what?
stuff.
I'm glad you said the fucking smell. I have been tripping off of fucking hand sanitizer. Why? It's the OCD part. So that's probably what you're dealing with. You like the smell of the alcohol.
It's got to be it because it just, I mean, it smells like, it also smells like ink and a little bit like blood, but it's just,
Oh,
it's one of my happy places. And I actually enjoy the pain because it's, I don't know, to me, it's like it's worth it because then you're going to have something that you love and it's on you to the day you die.
yeah.
So, but I like the pain. And I mean, I've got like 14 now.
Wait a
So,
minute, you have 14? I thought you were gonna say like four. I have like two.
no, I've got like 14.
Oh, oh God.
And
Oh,
then three more will be 17. And then I've got like five more planned. So, because my
nice.
birthday is in February. So my thought is like, all right, let's get three for Christmas. Fuck it. Let's go get three more for your birthday.
Oh, so you have like so see, there's your OCD. So what if that doesn't plan out? That OCD is gonna kick in because you're gonna be
Oh, I'll
like,
make
oh,
it.
I can't. Yeah, what are you gonna
Well, like I have my tattoo guy, and he's the only person I will go to. Like
do? Okay,
I booked with him for December months ago, like 2 months
okay,
ago.
okay,
So
okay,
I make
okay,
sure that I get my spot in there and then do my little deposit. And then,
okay.
of course, my husband doesn't know about the plans either. He doesn't even know what I've
Yes.
got planned. I don't think he even, when he finds out, I don't think he's going to know what I'm getting. And he's like, what are you going to get now?
Well,
Birthday, birthday
he's definitely going to
baby.
find. He's definitely going to find. Wait a minute. So, Cassie, do you have? Is first of all, Cassie, is it therapeutic for you because you're saying that you had tattoos and they're well, not saying you have tattoos, but you're saying they're cheap to get tattoos. Or
No.
but do you have them? They're not cheap here.
Well, it's okay. You pay for what you get. If you want a cheap tattoo artist, you're going to get a cheap looking tattoo.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not about that.
They
I have two.
normally, I've had tattoos in three different states. So,
Wow, that's amazing.
well, I've bounced around a lot.
Well, hey, look, we're not here to judge, ma'am.
Well, the the average price is about 150 an hour for a
An
good,
hour?
yeah, for a good artist. Like, I think
20.
my guy's like 100 or 150, but
Yeah.
his work, like, he's done five or six on me so far, and his work's just for me, it's impeccable. So I'm
Wow.
like, I'll pay rate because I know what I'm gonna get. But
Yeah.
the worst thing is having to find a new tattoo shop or a new artist because
Mhm.
you're terrified of what they're gonna do, and then you're gonna be like, well, how much are they gonna charge me?
Yeah.
What's the end game? Is it gonna be like in a seedy part of town? There's all these
Is it
different
clean?
factors.
Mine's is more if it's clean. Like so like I have two, like I'm saying. I don't know if I can ever get up to the 14. Maybe when we meet up, I will probably have like a additional one. But I have two, and so I have one and it has an A on there because I wanted to get A for my mom when I turned 18. When you 18, you grown, you know what you
Uh-huh.
want.
I got my first
And
18.
I went and got that tattoo and it had an A and I was going to get April. And she was like, well, everybody's going to be calling your name. Do you want everybody to know your name? And I'm like, no, I don't want everybody to know my name. So I don't have that. I have an A. But the A looks like the Atlanta Braves A. So every time I wear a short sleeve, everyone thinks the same thing. I'm a fucking fan of the A's. I'm not a fan of any baseball team, first of all. I have the A because my name is April. And it looks like that because my name is April. All right. The second one is my little brother decided he wanted to get a tattoo. And I was like, okay, it's his first tattoo. I figure why not? I'll be a part of that, your first tattoo. But then my first that his first tattoo was my last, and it was a tramp stamp. Boom. I am good. So now every time I turn around, I don't think anybody needs to know did I have any more tattoos, because that is the impeccable place for the tattoos to go.
I
Is
technically have well, it's a two-part tattoo that goes down my spine, but the
oh
bottom
wow.
part of it is would be considered a tramp stamp.
Yeah, I have a scorpion for Scorpio because I'm a Scorpio.
I have a
But yeah,
lotus.
oh my gosh. See, look, this is why we're here together. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she said no. You want a tattoo. Okay, so what would your tattoo be? My oldest wants a tattoo, so I'm gonna have to be back in the shop and get myself together. But I've noticed that if I get the tattoos, I start itching because of the ink. So it's like I have allergic
Oh,
reaction after a while. Years later, though, not like after I get the ink on me. It's like years later. So
But
I
it's
don't
just
know.
when it's healing too. So that's it could be
Girl,
it
it's
could be
18 years and it's still it that no hell to no
that
no.
your body could be rejecting the ink, but it's a little weird to do it that late.
Yeah, it's
I
just
mean,
like
we're
it's
not normal though, so it's like our bodies
again.
don't function like normal people. So
Yeah, we don't. We don't think normal. That's why we have this mental podcast because we are.
we're mental. Yep. Sure. And I love every minute of it.
Oh
Hmm.
my gosh. And we don't mind talking about it. That's what this platform is for. So every 30 days, myself and Ash will be here, or Mommy Says Bad Words too. It's going to be here. And, it's open forum. We're here to talk about how your 30 days been, how our 30 days has been. Her and I talk on the DMs, and we have each other's number, but we decided after last month, it was such a great thing to just like have it out and have this conversation because where else do people have this conversation at? Like seriously, I don't think there's any other
Never.
platform that has a conversation about you can even, I don't want to say like an Oprah thing, like you can get on the line and you can get on the line and you can get on the line, but definitely that's what it's for. This is pretty much an open, session for you guys to talk and Ash gonna kill me. Um, when he says bad words too, we come here and we just talk about what's going on in everyday life because a lot of the stuff that her and I go through, a lot of people with mental illness and mental health issues go through it too. So sometimes it's good to hear somebody else go through it and you're not feeling alone because you
Don't
can
feel
get in that dark
crazy. You're
space.
like, all right,
Yeah.
somebody else matches me. Like, well, I'm not that crazy because there's
I'm
another
not
human in this world.
exactly. And she met me and others. So, so where it's like, I love that we have this platform, for us to come and talk every 30 days. So you guys make sure you subscribe because we're going to come back again another 30 days. We're not going anywhere anytime soon right now. We're here until 4 so we can talk to you. But we give you an hour worth of uncut, as everybody else says, unedited and raw conversation, of just 30 days of what we've been going through. And I never would have thought that having tattoos would be therapeutic. That's,
Oh,
but
it really is. That's for me. That I get like I don't know. I get anxiety if I don't get one. Like at least
oh no.
like one a year. It's just. I mean, they're addicting. They
Okay.
really are. But I crave that pain.
Yeah.
And like I've talked about, I have a thing with like self-punishing and
Mhm.
all of that. So I think the actual physical pain part of that is tied in somehow
Yeah.
to the self-punishment, but the
Yeah.
reward for me is what I care about. Like, yeah, the pain is for me it's comforting. Like I don't mind it depending on where I'm getting tattooed.
Yeah. 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 That Lord, I'm gonna tell y'all now. In mommy's says bad words too can attest with me. That lower half where the tramp stamp go is not a fun place. Okay.
Oh, that didn't hurt. I have both my ribs done.
What?
I have
Okay.
I have both ribs, both
Wow.
feet. Um those I've got two in the front, like lower half of my pelvis. Those weren't fun. My feet weren't fun. My ribs were the worst. Like I
Wow.
have shading in on one of them.
Oh no, the shading part. Just do
Oh,
the outline. Oh my god. We're
no.
not gonna scare
That
anybody not getting tattoos. So
well,
Cassie, if you want to get tattoos, go get them.
it's my tattoo for mine and my husband. Like I've that's our we each have tattoos like for each other.
Oh, it's
So
cute.
so that's mine. And it was awful, but I sat like a champ. I made up a whole bunch of new swear words because every other word out of my mouth was fuck because it hurt so bad.
Every word of mine is fuck. So
But I sat like a champ. I was proud and I did it on my other ribs when I got that done. I sat like a champ. But those are I think I got all the hard spots over with. So
hard. You got everything over with. Shit, where are you gonna? I don't even want to know where you're gonna put the other ones at. Okay, wait. Let's see what Cassie said. Cassie says, "I love people to see how they are, even if I DM them 3 times a week. Mental health needs to be spoken everywhere. We appreciate it. Definitely share this because that's what we're here for. At the end of the day, we want the whole goal is so people can come on here and feel comfortable, and definitely, like, mommy says bad words. She has pretty much tattoos everywhere, and that's her way of,
Sure
dealing
do.
with therapy. It's like a therapeutic way, her kickboxing. So before we close out, are you having, because I know I DM'd you and I said we was going to talk about this in the podcast, but we can still follow up with it with next month because we're going into that season. Seasonal depression.
Oh man. Yeah. I don't
Oh,
know if I have it. I'm telling, I think I do, but I don't think I've been diagnosed. But I love this. The fall's my favorite season. So I'm a happy camper right now. Like,
oh my God.
but I
Oh,
don't like winter. I think that's just because I'm from up north and I'm used to like snow and
mm,
but that cute snow. Like it's not white and fluffy. It's like brown and sludgy and disgusting.
yeah,
So that's what I
dirty.
attribute. Yeah, I hate dirty snow. It's so ugly. Like that's what I associate with winter is ugly, sludgy
It's
snow. And
depressing.
it is. I mean, down here it snows like rarely, but it happens. But it's
Yeah,
still fucking cold and the trees are bare and it's all ugly and it's like
sad.
mm, it is. It's
Sad what
just
it is. It's sad. And then it gets
I,
darker quicker. I feel like I'm having
oh
a tantrum right now.
look, I am all for getting an extra hour of sleep. I will not complain about daylight savings time. Nope.
No, no. I'm going to
I'll,
work at crack ass early in the morning to come home and it's dark. And we live in a place where it's nothing but damn deer. So it's like, well,
Aw.
you see what? No, they're cute. Trust me, I'm gonna send you a picture. There was one walking right beside my damn house the other day, and I was like, oh,
Aw.
they're cute. And then, when you
Across
see
the
one, there's
road
another one. Right. It's like, so it's their mating season and they want to be out frolicking, and it's too much for me. And then you got all these holidays, and then again the financial part starts kicking in, and so it's like that's that seasonal depression stuff just coming. I told my doctor that yesterday. She was like, you good? I was like, besides seasonal depression, if y'all don't know what seasonal depression is, I'm gonna, put it up on my. Actually, I think I have it on my IG. I think I talked about it on my IG. So go on my IG
I
and
think
check it
you
out. It's
have.
on there. On there. Talking about seasonal depression. It's real, people. Shit is real. Like it's real.
I don't even want to bring that up to my doctor because frankly, I don't want another medical diagnosis.
No, no, but you know what? Like you already know. It's so like you would just have to figure out a coping way. Like you found a way to do the kickboxing, the cope, therapeutic ways of getting a tattoo. So you just got to figure. I mean, you've been doing it for like how many years you are, so it's not like something
No.
new. But because I feel like sometimes things come about because by word of mouth, so it's like, okay, well, now seasonal depression. It's like everybody has seasonal depression, like PTSD and OCD, so it becomes that type of, like a topic. But I don't think it's nothing that you can do for it to be like, hey, let me get a, let me go and take a medication for it, because it's seasonal. It only happens like during this time. It's not really so much when you're changing from the summer to, well, summer, spring to summer, but summer to fall, it's like, damn, now I got to get ready to go shopping, and it's getting darker, and then it's colder, and there's so many other attributes to it. It's like, now I got to put on additional layers. I got to drive in the snow. It's cold. And I got to put on my heat, and it's warm. And it's just so many extra layers to it. I think that's probably why it becomes overwhelming for me.
It
I think
does.
that's what it is.
It's an overwhelming time of the year. And I love fall just because of the way it looks. And I like that it's a little colder because living in the South, I mean, it gets hot as fuck down here.
Shit, I was in El Paso. You can't tell
Oh,
me
hell no.
nothing. That
Nope.
shit is fucking hot. Hey, I was there for 3 years in the military.
I mean,
Fucking hot.
nothing topped
Dry.
Vegas with like the 115.
Oh, hell
That
no. No.
that was interesting to live through, let me tell you.
Yeah. Not
But
at all.
the humidity is what I'm glad is gone because I just it makes my joints swell and I hate it. But then again, on the same aspect, when it's really cold, it makes my joints swell. So it's like when it's too hot, my joints are like fuck you. When it's too cold, my joints are like fuck you. They're
Sit
only
your ass
happy
down.
in spring and fall.
Yeah.
So those are my two favorite because that's when I physically feel the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
is during those transition seasons.
Yeah, I like seeing the colors. Like I know here in the DMV area, the news actually has been discussing the changing of the leaves, which is like it's called pholetic, I think, colors. When the trees are changing from green to the fall colors, and it's so like riveting to watch. But it's like now I gotta go and fuck this stuff up, break these leaves on my yard. It's like another chore to be done. So it's just like, the gutter is gonna be clean. It's like so many other things you just start thinking about when you're just thinking of the fall and the changing. And I think that's again, it's the overwhelmingness, the OCD of like, how can I control it? You know, it's like I can't control it. You know, so it's so hard not to be like, oh, well, I can't control it, so I just have to deal with it. And then you just get in your little mood, and it's like so hard to get out of that funk. So
I know.
man, it's
I'm just glad I'm on medication year round. That's all I gotta say.
shit. Who you telling? I'm happy to pop a pill when I go. Look, I tell people all the time, I'm happy. People are like, what time you go to bed? You know, after I finish watching my ratchet TV or discussing whatever God knows I'm watching. But I will pop my pill at 11 o'clock and go to sleep and
Mhm.
feel okay and have no problems. So,
No,
you know, have you been before we go? Have you been binge watching anything that's relatable? I know I've been watching on Peacock a friend of the family. That is weird. Um,
what is it?
it's um it's about a guy that's a neighbor and he becomes very friendly to the family that is a guy that has illness issues, and he's a pedophile. So they're trying to get his daughter back because the daughter was groomed by this man.
Oh
Because
God.
yes, so I'm just like I'm into that. So that's why I put certain things on my IG and on my website because these things have. This one is based off a true story, so I
That
don't
would
want people to.
trigger me so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. So I don't want. I like thinking outside the box when it comes down to mental health. Not so much the statistics. You can go online and see statistics all everywhere, but it's more relatable when you see and hear other people, going through the same thing. So watching that based off a true story, and again, I'm saying the Carrie Farber story was based off a true story. And these are all like mental impact. I feel like, again, like I say, every time something goes on, someone always has a trigger, but
Oh
finding
yeah.
what it is for that mental part to kick in is a catch. So I've been watching that. It's called a family friend, a friend of the family, or something like that. Let me look while I have a second, and then you can maybe watch.
The only one I've been watching religiously is House of the Dragon because I'm like a huge Game of Thrones nerd.
Oh, I couldn't get into it.
Oh my God.
I
That's
couldn't get
my
into
show.
it.
I love.
Okay, a friend of the family. So that's what's on Peacock. A friend of the family. That's what it's called.
I don't think I have Peacock. I feel like every other streaming service under the sun, but I've been trying to find a new one to watch, like on any of the platforms. And I watched The Handmaid's Tale too. That's another one of my
Yeah,
weekly shows. I love that show. It's
and
triggering as fuck, but it's such a good
see,
show.
you already took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say. So how does that help you with your mental?
It's triggering. It really is, but it's just such a good show from the
Yeah,
writing and the characters and the acting. It's like
yeah,
some episodes kind of are a little bit of a mind fuck and it'll put me in a little bit of a funk sometimes, but
yeah.
I have to remind myself that it's fictional.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. And you definitely need to go and finish checking out 60 Days In because the catch up
Oh,
is
the inmate to roommate. I know.
an
I'm so
inmate and
bad at
roommate. You definitely have to catch up on that. And if you guys know any
it.
shows that we need to binge that's great for your mental health, you can
Yeah.
definitely go and check out my website too. It's www.mentalintimacymag.com. So you can go and see some books. There's also music that I'll put out there that's relatable that you can also look into. But yeah, mommy says bad words not going to come back in here in 30 days,
Yes, ma'am.
and talk about how we're doing, how we coping
How
with
we fared with what would have passed already? No, we'd be approaching
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Oh
Yes.
man,
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Cassie. Yes. I'm glad you were able to join us. We appreciate you.
I
Definitely
love you,
share.
Keely.
Yeah. I'm glad
Go
we were
back to
able to keep
pressure.
you. Yeah. And definitely, you guys, please email us. You can DM us. The same handles you see here on all our social media, IG, YouTube, and also on Facebook
Twitter.
and Twitter. Yes, definitely.
I'm
Yeah, my
everywhere.
Twitter is a different. Well, I have two different Twitters, but yeah. So we'll talk soon, my dear.
Thank you. It was fun. I love having conversations with you about this stuff.
Yes, we just need to get more people, and it's gonna come. I love
It'll
it.
happen. It'll
All
happen.
right, my love. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye, guys.